God bless you, everybody. To the family, I just want to say my prayer for you is that God will allow you to grieve in waves. Not that it would come crashing on you all at once like a tsunami, but in waves, gently touching your soul. That's the only thing that got me through my mother's death. It would come in waves so that I could focus and move on and get through it. And my prayer for you is that it comes in waves, because it's going to come. You can't work it away. I tried that. You can't drink it away. I tried that. You got to let it come the way it comes. And my prayer is that it comes in gentle waves to your soul. So that's what I've been praying for you. My mother died in 2009, and it was her who introduced me to the voice of Aretha Franklin. We would be driving up to the country, and she would have the music blasting, and I could tell what my father had done by the music she was playing. If she was playing Respect or Think, I knew he had done something wrong. But if she was playing Dr. Feelgood, he might have done something right. So you can imagine my shock. Some 30 years later, I get a phone call and says, this lady on the phone, she says, "Hi, this is Aretha Franklin." I said, She said, I love Medea. I said, well, you know she's not real, right? She said, I don't care, I want to talk to her. I said, hello. She loved to laugh. She would invite me to things over the years, and we would sit and talk. She'd want me to come back in the dressing room, but I couldn't stay in there too long, because in the dressing room she would have the heat somewhere between 85 and double hell. She loved it warm in there, but we talked over the years. When I found out she was ill, I called her up, and I was talking like Medea, making her laugh a little bit. And the last time that I saw her performance at the Kennedy Center Honors that everybody's talking about, I was there. I was up in the box with President Obama. She comes out and she starts singing, and all of these upright, stiff politicians are all over the place. But when she sang, all of that went away. All of that pomp and circumstance and pretension went away. She brought them all to their feet so they can bow to the Queen of Soul. It was a wonderful moment, and as I'm standing there and I'm applauding, President Obama's in front of me. He turns to me, he said, "That's why she's the Queen of Soul." And I started thinking about that when I found out she was ill. The Queen of Soul, the soul, the soul, the Queen of Soul. What does that mean? Well, the soul is the spirit created by God, which dwells in our flesh. So if she is the Queen of Soul, what happened was, and we know that she was the Queen of Soul, what happened was every time she sang from her soul. She sang from this special place that was in her soul, be it gospel, be it jazz, be it blues, be it R&B. It was always from her soul, whatever the music genre was. But when Aretha sang gospel, something happened. Something would shake the room. When Aretha sang Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. It never sounded any sweeter than it did coming from Aretha. When Aretha sang gospel, when she said, "Oh Mary, don't you weep, oh Martha, don't you moan," I believe that Mary went somewhere and dried her own eyes, and Martha went over and stopped moaning in the corner, because when Aretha sang gospel, what happened was she connected with the creator, with the created. So there she was, calling on the name of Jesus. When Aretha sang gospel, something shifted, something happened in the atmosphere. And what I'm glad about is that I had an opportunity to know this woman, to know that she had this power to stand in between all these different genres and touch us in all these different ways. I am grateful to her. Family, my prayer for you, I want to be very brief because I know we've been here for a while. My prayer for you is that that the grief comes in waves and you can make your way through it. And I'm so grateful to God that Aretha walked this earth. I'm grateful to God that we had the fortune to be on this planet at the same time as Aretha Franklin. So God bless you. Thank you for asking me to be here. Thank you for this moment. I love y'all so much. Take care.